What's up guys, it's time to check out the browser for the HTC One. Now I don't know about you, but for me, browsing is one of the biggest things on any smartphone. So I like my browser to be nice and smooth and the fastest it can possibly be. So let's check it out on the HTC One. Now right now you can actually see two browsers on the screen. You've got Chrome that comes pre-installed with Jelly Bean, and you've also got the HTC One browser. Both of these came pre-installed, guys. I didn't install any of these from the market, so you've got the choice. Now, I'm going to use the HTC browser because I think it's better. I think it's smoother than Chrome. Chrome's still got a long way to come in my book, but let's check the HTC One browser out. You can see it starts up very quickly. Pretty much all the apps do on this device. It's so damn quick. But one of the main advantages of the HTC One's own browser is that it comes with the option to have Flash, and that is again pre-installed, guys. HTC recognize that people still want to use Flash on their mobile devices, and they give you a browser that's capable of doing that. You can't do that in Chrome, and you can see you can just enable it here, and you can see here Flash Player will consume more system memory and impact the browser performance. Gives you the option to hit OK. Once you've done it, you're there. You now have Flash in your browser. You've also got desktop view and stuff like that. We'll turn it off just for now, but we will test out the Flash performance a little bit later in this view. So I've already cleared out the cache and memory, guys. This is just my most visited websites. So all I'm going to do now is quickly just load up some pages and check out the performance of general websites. Okay, guys, so we've got Android Central here. Let's just click this. Just see how fast it loads, and we'll just test out the general performance of the website. So I can't really do a speed test right now because there's nothing to compare it to. We are expecting pretty damn snappy performance considering it has the Snapdragon 600 1.7 GHz quad core. We shouldn't see any lag, we shouldn't see any stuttering or checkerboarding or anything like that. We've loaded up Android Central, let's check it out. So it's gone to the desktop site, we'll just zoom out here. If I pan around, you can see it is very, very smooth. I can't actually tell you the exact FPS because I haven't got the FPS meter running as I haven't rooted this device. But if I just pan around here, you can see when I'm throwing this around here, which you'd never really do on a browser, there is no lag whatsoever. In terms of the kind of tracking on your finger, you can see there's a slight delay, but it's very slight. And, it's not worth moaning about. The browser is super quick here. Let's check out the pinch to zoom. Again, buttery smooth, I think, is the best way to describe this, guys. You can see there, 60 FPS all the way. Let's zoom into some text here and see how quick it. There we go. And it actually reflows. That's an awesome feature. I love it when browsers have that reflow feature. So when you zoom in, the text actually reflows and fits to your screen size. You can see it cleared up really quickly. The reflow is there. There was no lag. You can zoom in and out without any fuss. And that's the 1.7 GHz Snapdragon CPU pushing it along. So excellent performance for this website. We'll test out another one. Okay, guys, we've got GSM Arena here. We'll click into that. And it's gone to the mobile website. You can see very quick indeed, but we'll load up the desktop one because, desktop's better, right? And we're just waiting for it here. You can see it's loading it up. For me, it doesn't feel like it's breaking any speed records in loading up websites. Now, a lot of that is actually due to the browser. There might be faster browsers out there that can really take advantage of the 1.7 GHz Snapdragon. But it's by no means slow. And let's again zoom out here. And here we go, GSM Arena. Not a massive website, but a lot of pictures on it. I'll tell you what, the pinch to zoom is absolutely fantastic. That is, amazing. The pinch to zoom on the Galaxy S range has always been the best, but I think HTC have really stepped it up again in this area, and it's right up there with the Galaxy S range now. Might be a lot to do with the Snapdragon CPU, but nonetheless very quick in terms of browsing. You're not going to have any problems. You can see the reflow. Everything is very, very quick. So again, a good performance. Now I'm going to test out a website now that's usually a bit heavier. It's The Verge. It's quite a heavy website. Some browsers do struggle, so let's see how well this does. Okay, theverge.com in the address bar. We'll hit go. Whoops. There we go. We'll hit go. Oh, right, I'm pressing the wrong button. Well done. Now we'll go. Again, we'll go into the mobile website. So we'll wait for this to load, then we'll hit up the desktop. You can actually just press desktop view. I don't know why I haven't, but nonetheless. Full site. Off it goes. And apparently, there we go, it's done now. You can see it loaded. It took a little bit longer to load than the rest of them. It popped up, but nonetheless, let's have a look. So you can see it is struggling a little bit more than the other websites. And I said this was a very HTML5 based website. It is heavy. In terms of scrolling though, I mean, that is excellent. There's no lag whatsoever on scrolling. You can easily navigate around the page once it's fully loaded. Pinch to zoom on this, again, very, very responsive. Just what you'd expect from, you know, HTC's flagship and such a high-end phone. You know, this is what you should expect, and this is what we've come to expect now. Bit of a kind of freeze there, but nonetheless, good performance. I mean, this website is pretty damn heavy, and like I said, a lot of browsers do struggle, and this one is struggling a little bit, but in terms of its general UI fluidity, there is no problems. What we'll do now, guys, is we'll actually check out some Flash Player stuff and see the performance with that. So, okay, guys, so we've headed to YouTube. Again, it's gone to the mobile site, so we'll hit up the full website here. We'll just hit desktop view. Hopefully it'll take us there. And here we go. So Flash is now enabled. Let's see how well it performs. You can see this Flash advert out here, not slowing really anything down. Maybe a little bit, actually. You can see there as it comes into view, it does kind of stutter into view. Let's just open one of these. We'll just pick one of these. And did that load? Or did I put that? Okay, here we go. We'll choose the HTC browser. Here we go. You can see it's going to be Flash here. And let's see how it performs.
Chris Brown is here today. Our guy is back.
See the Beats audio things kicked in. Sound is excellent on this device, unparalleled. So far looks very good, looks very smooth. Let's see if we can up the quality.
I just did.
So at the moment this is only 360p. I should have picked a video that was actually HD. Bit annoying. In fact, we'll go back and we'll just pick a HD video. I thought most videos on YouTube are now HD. I was wrong. Okay guys, here we go. I'm loading up the Iron Man 3 trailer. This should be full 1080p quality. So let's see how it handles this. Here we go. We'll hit up 1080p here.
Got a lot of apologies to make.
I believe it's still changing. There we go, now it's changing.
Nothing's been the same since New York.
So we're now at 1080p. You can still see the video is smooth. It's watchable, sounds great. There's no major frame drops. So you can do 1080p flash rendering on the HTC One right here. In terms of the web page, how it performs while it's playing this, you can see it performs pretty well. Kind of stopped there. Oh no, that was just part of the trailer. You can see it stutters a little bit, but otherwise it's good. Let's maximize this, see what happens. Because we're still using Flash.
Some people call me a terrorist.
You do have a 1080p screen on here, guys, so you are taking full advantage of the quality.
Lesson number 1.
Pretty impressive as far as the browsers go, guys. You're not going to have a problem with browsing on this device. It's very good. What I'm going to do now, guys, is just going to finish off the video with benchmarks. We'll check out how it does compared to everything else. So the first one we're going to run is SunSpider, which is a JavaScript-based test. We'll see how fast it can do the JavaScript. We'll just run this. I'll skip to the end, guys, because you know these are boring to watch. Okay, guys, and it's done. The HTC One browser scores. Whoops, it's reflowed. It's scored. Where has it gone? There we go. 1203. So 1203. Lower is better here, guys. We have seen a lot lower scores on other devices. This score really is down to the browser. So, for example, if I installed Dolphin with Jetpack, I am quite confident we will get under 1,000, if not quite a lot more, with this sort of device. So this is kind of down to the browser rather than the actual hardware. But nonetheless, there it is. It's not a bad score, but we've seen better. Let's test out some more. Okay, guys, and this is the HTML5 test website. You can see it scores 430 and 13 bonus points. Pretty good. You know, again, this is down straight up down to your browser. You can actually see it says you are using Chrome 11 on Android. So HTC One's browser is actually a variant of Chrome, which is quite interesting because it's actually a lot smoother than Chrome is for Android. So yeah. In terms of other browsers, let's compare these and see what the other ones got. Okay, so first place is 464, runner-up 463 with Chrome 25. So this browser does pretty well with, what did it get? I think it was around 430, something like that. You can see it scores pretty damn well. 430, yeah. So pretty good HTML5 performance here. Okay, guys, I've loaded up Peacekeeper, which is kind of a long browser test, but it's a good one nonetheless. We'll hit go and I'll skip to the end. Okay, guys, and you can see it scores 653, which puts it third in the list. Interestingly enough, it comes up as Safari 4.0, so it's obviously a browser that imitates Safari. It is very smooth, but it doesn't look like it's performing too well in the benchmarks. These are just numbers, guys. You don't have to take them all as Bible. Okay, guys, and we've loaded up BrowserMark. Looks a bit funny here, but you can see the phone, it realizes what the phone is. It's kind of having a little bit of trouble with this one. Interesting enough. We'll hit Europe and we'll just hit launch and we'll let it do its thing. Okay, guys, I'll skip because it's long. And here we go, guys. You can see it scores 1398 on this run. I say on this run because this browser, this benchmark is really, really kind of fickle. You'll do it one run, it'll score something. You'll do it another run, it'll score something completely different. Your browser is superior to 22% of all phone browsers. Again, kind of disappointing in terms of benchmarks. But I'm going to finish this section off by just saying, you know, it's not all about benchmarks. Everything you saw before, you saw stellar performance. You saw it be really smooth. Everything was great. In terms of benchmarks, it doesn't score too well, but, you know, benchmarks are really starting to mean less and less. So there you have it, guys. That's the HTC One's browser performance. Pretty stellar performance all around. It does very well in pinch to zooming and very, very well in terms of scrolling and stuff like that. I'm not sure how fast it is. We'll have to do a test versus the Nexus 4 and the Galaxy S3 and other phones like that. We'll find out just how fast it is. In terms of benchmarks, it doesn't do as well as I thought it would, especially with a Snapdragon 1.7 gigahertz. Nonetheless, benchmarks are just numbers, guys. It performs really well. Let's see how it does versus other devices. Peace out.